At some point after 50, something shifts. You are eating roughly the same way you always have. You are moving your body, perhaps as much as you ever did. And yet the scale creeps upward. Energy feels less reliable. Recovery takes longer. The belly that was not there at 40 seems stubborn and permanent now. And no matter what you try, the results come more slowly and feel harder to sustain than they once did. Most people chalk this up to getting older and leave it at that. They accept it as inevitable. They lower their expectations. They stop asking why and simply try to manage the consequences. But here is what I want you to understand today. What you are experiencing is not random. It is not a mystery, and it is not entirely beyond your influence. There are specific, well-understood changes happening inside your body after 50 that alter the way your metabolism functions. And when you understand what those changes are, you gain something genuinely valuable. You gain the ability to work with your biology rather than against it. Take Margaret, for example, a 62-year-old from suburban Florida managing pre-diabetes. She's eating like always, coffee with eggs, salad lunches, but the scale creeps up. Energy fades by afternoon, and her apple-shaped belly feels permanent despite walks and gardening. She blamed age, but addressing muscle loss and nutrient gaps like magnesium helped her metabolism respond better. Real shifts, no extremes. The first and perhaps most consequential metabolic change after 50 is the gradual loss of muscle mass. This process, which scientists call sarcopenia, begins earlier than most people realize, often in the late 30s or early 40s, but it accelerates meaningfully after 50. Muscle tissue is metabolically active in a way that fat tissue simply is not. The hormonal changes that accompany this period of life accelerate muscle loss further. In women, the decline of estrogen during and after menopause is associated with a shift in body composition. Less muscle, more fat, particularly around the abdomen. In men, declining testosterone levels after 50 contribute to reduced muscle mass, reduced muscle strength, and a slower metabolic rate. These hormonal shifts also affect where the body stores fat. The second major metabolic change after 50 involves the mitochondria, and this one is less commonly discussed but tremendously important. Mitochondria are the energy factories inside your cells. They take the fuel you provide through food, glucose, fatty acids, and convert it into ATP, the usable energy currency that powers every function in your body. But mitochondria are vulnerable to the effects of aging. After 50, mitochondrial function tends to decline. The practical consequence of declining mitochondrial function is reduced energy production at the cellular level. Your cells are receiving fuel, but they are not converting it into energy as efficiently as they once did. The result is the kind of fatigue that feels disproportionate to your activity level. The kind of tiredness that sleep does not fully resolve. The sense that your body is working harder than it used to just to maintain the same output. This is not imagination. It is mitochondrial biology, and it is one of the most important and underappreciated contributors to the metabolic slowdown felt after 50. The third change involves insulin sensitivity and blood sugar regulation, and for those who have been following along with our previous videos, this territory will feel familiar. After 50, the cells become less responsive to insulin. When insulin sensitivity declines, the body must produce more insulin to achieve the same result. This metabolic inflexibility is one of the most significant contributors to weight gain, fatigue, and energy instability after 50. And it is also one of the most responsive to targeted intervention. The fourth change is the decline in thyroid function that becomes more common after 50. The thyroid gland, a small butterfly-shaped gland at the base of the throat, produces hormones that regulate the rate of virtually every metabolic process in the body. If you have been experiencing unexplained fatigue, weight gain, cold sensitivity, or cognitive slowing alongside your other metabolic symptoms, thyroid function is worth discussing specifically with your healthcare provider. Now let us turn to what you can actually do to support your metabolism naturally after 50. Many adults tell me they feel more in control when they can see the pattern written out clearly. So I created a simple, one-page protocol you can print and follow quietly at home. because understanding the problem is only valuable if it leads to action. And the good news is that the metabolic changes we have discussed, while real, are not immovable. Many of them respond meaningfully to the right interventions. The single most impactful thing you can do for your metabolism after 50 is preserve and build muscle mass. This is not negotiable. Muscle is the primary engine of your resting metabolism. Every pound of muscle you maintain or add raises your baseline energy expenditure. It improves insulin sensitivity. It supports healthy blood sugar regulation. It protects against the accumulation of visceral fat. And it supports the structural strength and physical independence that make life more enjoyable and more capable through your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Building and preserving muscle after 50 does not require intense or punishing exercise. Resistance training, using your body weight, resistance bands, light dumbbells, or gym equipment, performed 2 to 3 times per week with appropriate intensity for your current fitness level, is enough to produce meaningful results. Even modest resistance training has been shown in research to increase muscle mass, improve insulin sensitivity, raise resting metabolic rate, and reduce visceral fat in adults over 50. If resistance training is new to you, starting gently and building gradually is entirely appropriate. Chair exercises, wall push-ups, resistance band work, or light free weights are all legitimate starting points. The key is consistency and progressive challenge over time, not the amount of weight or the intensity of any single session. Protein intake is the nutritional partner to resistance training when it comes to muscle preservation. After 50, the body becomes less efficient at synthesizing new muscle protein from dietary protein. This means that older adults actually need more protein, not less, to achieve the same muscle-building response that younger adults get from a lower intake. Most metabolic health practitioners working with older adults recommend aiming for a higher protein intake than the general population guidelines suggest, distributed across meals throughout the day rather than concentrated in one sitting. Eggs, lean meats and poultry, fish, Greek yogurt, legumes, cottage cheese, and quality protein sources at every meal provide the raw material your muscle tissue needs to maintain itself. This is particularly important at breakfast. Beginning the day with a protein-rich meal, as we have discussed in a previous video, sets a metabolic tone for the hours that follow that affects blood sugar stability, appetite regulation, and muscle protein synthesis throughout the day. Supporting mitochondrial health is the next natural priority, and several lifestyle practices have meaningful, research-supported effects on mitochondrial function after 50. Aerobic exercise, even at a gentle pace, stimulates the body to produce new mitochondria through a process called mitochondrial biogenesis. Regular walking, swimming, cycling, or any other form of sustained, gentle movement sends a signal to your cells that more energy-producing capacity is needed, and the cells respond by building it. This is one of the most direct and well-documented ways to counteract age-related mitochondrial decline. Intermittent periods of reduced calorie intake, such as eating within a consistent window of time each day and fasting gently overnight, have been associated with improved mitochondrial efficiency and reduced oxidative stress. This does not need to be extreme or rigid. Simply finishing your evening meal by a reasonable hour and allowing a natural 12 to 14-hour overnight fast before breakfast provides some of the same metabolic signaling benefits in a gentle and sustainable way. Reducing exposure to chronic stressors, managing inflammation through an anti-inflammatory diet rich in vegetables, healthy fats, and lean proteins, and protecting sleep quality all support mitochondrial health in ways that compound over time. And then there is the matter of nutritional support. Because the metabolic changes that occur after 50 create specific nutrient needs that diet alone often cannot fully meet. Because obtaining meaningful amounts of all of these nutrients through food alone becomes genuinely difficult after 50, many adults find that a comprehensive daily formula that brings these key nutrients together provides a reliable foundation that supports their metabolic health efforts across every dimension. If you would like to learn more about what to look for in that kind of nutritional support, and what others in a similar situation have found helpful, there is a resource in the description below where you can explore further at your own pace. Before we close, the important reminder: this video is for educational purposes only. It is not medical advice and is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any health condition. Metabolic changes after 50 can have multiple contributing causes, some of which benefit from direct medical evaluation and support. Please speak with your healthcare provider about your specific situation, particularly if you are experiencing significant unexplained weight changes, persistent fatigue, or other symptoms that concern you. Let me close with something I want you to hold on to. Your metabolism after 50 is not a fixed and unchangeable thing. It is a dynamic, responsive system that is always reacting to the signals you send it. The food you eat, the movement you do, the sleep you protect, the stress you manage, the nutrients you provide. All of these are signals, and your metabolism responds to them at 50, at 60, at 70, and beyond. The changes we have discussed today are real. They are happening, but they are not happening to you in a way that leaves you powerless. They are happening in a way that calls for a more intentional and informed approach than was perhaps necessary in younger years. And that intentionality, applied consistently, produces results that many adults find genuinely surprising. More stable energy, a stronger, leaner body, clearer thinking, better mornings, and the quiet confidence that comes from understanding what your body needs and giving it exactly that. You are not too old to improve your metabolism. You are simply at a stage where what you do with it matters more than ever. Start today. With one meal, one walk, one night of protected sleep, one nutritional gap filled. It adds up. Every time. Thank you for spending this time with TrueWell Prime. Take good care of yourself today.